Today is Journey Together launch day. I'm sure everyone's seen, like, if you follow any like Pokemon creator or like even like go to stores or whatnot, everyone is selling them early and stuff. But today's the official release day, March 28th, 2025. I got this from one of my local TCG stores on TCG player. I think it's like 250. Curzo shoot up the number, whatever it may be. I think it's 250. And so 225. Still kind of high. You know, Pokemon's just kind of absurd right now. I'm gonna be honest too. Full disclosure. Journey Together, kind of a mess set in my honest opinion. Me and one of my buddies were actually talking about this. I do not think having trainers and Pokemon in the card is as cool. So the box topper is the N's Reshiram. A pretty cool card, comes with a Journey Together stamp. I do like the card. I mean, N is a lot of like a favorite character for a lot of people. Yeah, so let's get to it. Chase card. Chase card is a Lily's Clefairy, as you can see from the pack art. Then I believe the second chase card is the full art Salamence. Then, of course, my favorite, the Giant Penis Wailord. Yeah, let's get to it, baby. 36 packs. I have a problem. Also, can't figure out how to, like, there you go, set up the box. So this is my first full box that I'm opening of this set. I have opened an absurd amount of Battle Partners, which is the Japanese equivalent of Journey Together. Do you think the set as a whole is underwhelming? I think there's like 4 or 5 cards that are pretty sick, like the Articuno, the Wailord, Salamence, but otherwise, I don't know. I think between Rocket and Prismatic and this kind of being wedged in the middle, I think it's gonna get very overlooked down the line, or maybe even forgot about the moment Rocket drops, or maybe within the next week or two even forgot about, because there's so much hype around Rocket. The first pull, Mimikyu EX. Curzo, cue the counter. Minus $1. I'm also, it's kind of a random announcement, I'm gonna vend my first show in June. See if I can get one sooner than that, but I'm currently booked for 2 shows in June. So pretty hyped for that. Maybe by then I'll have a full lumberjack beard as I continue to grow my beard out without thinking about it. We'll see. Oh, Marketus? Marketus? How do you say this Pokemon's name? This is another Pokemon that I think is just like really silly looking. Oh god. Sleeve, top loader. I'm not even gonna lie, man, I have like 10 of this card in Japanese, which is probably part of the reason why I'm not super excited to pull it. And I mean, it's kind of on me. Like, I'm not a huge fan of Modern, man. I love, if you've watched like any of my other videos, I fucking love opening Vintage. I think Vintage is so fun to open. I think Modern as a whole has kind of gone in the wrong direction. It's like, oh, big, full, shiny card. There's like 50 of them in each box. Like, there's too many hits. I don't know. I don't think there's as much appreciation for the cards as a whole because of just like kind of what they've done with the full arts too. Yeah, but we'll see how Curzo decides to probably just cut all of that out. I actually pulled from like this like local stationery store. They had some packs. I bought like 10 of them because I didn't want to take any more from the kids. And I'm not gonna even lie, I felt kind of bad even buying 10 of them, but I really wanted to open some packs yesterday. And I pulled the Wailord. I was like so hyped. Hopefully I pull one here. I'd love to get that bad boy graded. I have 2 getting graded right now with PSA. That's actually pretty cool. I have 2 getting graded right now with PSA in Japanese. Oh, a side note, my PSA grading, it has now jumped into grading, which is pretty exciting. It went from getting there a week ago to now being in grading, and then did some research, and then from grading, it sounds like it takes around 10. Ooh, Iona's Belly Bolt. Let's go, baby. Dude, she's so scary looking. Look at her. That's like actually like stuff you see in Nightmare Fuel. She's coming for you. Give her a kiss. I have a problem, man. Yeah, so it's now in the grading phase. It still says I'm supposed to get it back by May 21st. May 21st, yes. May 21st is what they said I was supposed to get it back. I did some research. It's gone into grading, so a lot of people are saying 10, 15 days, business days, so like 2-3 weeks after going into grading to get the cards back. So that's kind of interesting. So I may get them way sooner than May 21st. I may get them in April, which would be kind of hype. I'm really excited to get the cards back. And then another local card store that I actually kind of supply Japanese cards to was telling me they're going to do a PSA event soon. Shout out NXT Legacy. Awesome store in New York. And if they do a PSA event, I have so many other vintage cards that I want to drop off. I dropped off 67 in my first submission. And I was scared to just do more because it was my first time. And I have like probably 100 plus, 200 plus cards, vintage cards I want to get graded. Some are nothing special, some for myself, others worth quite a bit of money. But yeah, I was just very hesitant. So when those come back, I'll probably send out another submission. Pretty hyped, actually. I feel more comfortable. I know a lot of people that's actually so cute. I know a lot of people like just mail it out to PSA. I personally feel more comfortable doing the drop off. I'm really lucky because I'm in New York and I'm able to do that. Just handing them the package. Dude, I've just had so many issues with mail in the past, and it probably would be fine because some people do it and they're fine. But to me, just doing it at the physical drop-offs. If you're in a major city and can do that, well, I'm not gonna lie, man, that line is a little brutal. Definitely get there early if you do a PSA drop-off in person. Lose a card. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh, nope, nothing. EX, baby, EX. Woo, shiny, shiny. If I were to show you my room, there's like, even under my desk, there's like 30, 40 booster boxes. I have a problem. But yeah, physical drop-off makes me feel way more secure, especially when I'm giving them like potentially thousands to tens of thousands of dollars worth of cards. Because I have a lot of cards from my childhood because I've been a nerd my whole life. And I have so many Yu-Gi-Oh! Pokemon cards. It's actually a little disturbing if you guys were to see it. It's like a little gross. I probably stopped collecting cards though and fell out of the hobby. Probably when I was around 13, 14. Maybe a little bit earlier. Probably, yeah, I want to say around like the Arceus packs. Yeah. Ooh, on a side. Ooh! Let's go. Wait, this card is actually it's so pretty. I think this is one of the coolest cards. I think this and the Wailord are the two coolest cards in the entire set. I would keep this card for myself. And I might just do that. This is such a sick card. Wow. Look at that. I love how it just like gleams. That's so cool. Let me sleeve this and then I'll show you something. My mom was actually going through some of our older stuff and she found a vintage pack. But yeah, so my mom found this randomly that we had from growing up and we just never opened it. I must have been 15 at the time. I think this came out in 09. Yeah, so 15. Yeah, I'll show you guys. 2009. Yeah. And then $12. And now this thing is worth like $600, dude. That Darkrai promo is pretty sick. Probably sell this, to be honest. I might rip it. Dude, there's a really good chance I rip it. But the hits in it, they're a little odd, man. This is like very off tangent. I don't know where I'm going with this. But the hits for this are like very different. For that box, it's like shiny Ponytas, like the big one, shiny Bagon, shiny Sphinx, which are all really sick shinies, first of all. But then on top of that, it's like there's also this really cool Gengar card. But yeah, so that's kind of cool to find. Alchemy EX, or my mom found it, and then she's like, "Hey, look at this." I was like, "What?" It's like, "Where did this come from?" But yeah, bought it for $12. Now it's $600. It's like, what the fuck? But yeah, kind of sick. Kind of interesting. What's also really surreal to me is just like how big Pokemon, One Piece, all this stuff has become. It's like mainstream now, which is nuts. Because when I was a kid, you were weird. Like playing World of Warcraft, playing Pokemon, like you were the Wailord. You're weird if you're into these hobbies. Not weird, but you know what I mean, man. Kids would get bullied over it. And I was really lucky that I never necessarily had that happen. I mean, I was like 6'3" in high school. A lot of people I know who like were super into this hobby, heavily bullied, and that's pretty rough. So it's weird to me, man. Like I remember, like I used to fucking stay up till 1, 2 in the morning playing World of Warcraft or raiding with like people twice my age at like 15, 13, 14. Cloudfire EX. I don't even know where I was going with that. Like there's a part of me that's really happy with how mainstream Pokemon, One Piece, all that stuff has become, and I'm glad like it's now popular. I'm not one to gatekeep hobbies. One thing I think the gaming community and the, I want to say nerd for lack of a better word, community does as a whole is they're super gatekeepy. And they like shame others for taking, ooh, not the Salamence I'm looking for, but still a beautiful card. Wow, the color scheme is sick too. The pink and the white. The nerd community as a whole is super gatekeeping. And in some ways I understand that because like the amount that used to be made fun of and now like all these like people are coming into it and they're like, hey man, you don't actually have any real interest in this. What's always funny, man, is like I've gone to like a few like league conventions in New York, even stuff with cards too. And I've gotten some like, I want to say when I was younger, I got some weird looks when I looked a little bit different. I used to be in like really good shape and look like the furthest thing from a nerd. Now I just kind of look like a lumberjack. But sometimes I go to league conventions and like people would ask me, or they'd be like, do you even know the game? And I was like ranked top 200-300 on like the North American server for years. And I never really understood where that malice came from. And I guess it's probably part of it. I don't know where I'm going with this, but what I'm trying to say and failing to articulate is that I'm really glad that this is more popular and that the community is expanding the way it is. The good and the bad. Dun sparse. Right now, I would argue the main demographic for the Pokemon hobby right now is probably people in their mid to late 20s. Yeah. Who grew up collecting it and like now how it's kind of had this whole resurgence, early 30s. Ooh, let's go. Iona's Killatro. I'm not a huge fan of this card either. Back to the whole trainer thing. It's a really pretty card though. Dude. Last state. I'm definitely already happy, man. I hit the Articuno. I think another Wailord would be tough though. A lot of EXs in this box and Zoroark EX. Yeah, I've gotten a lot of EXs. Dude, also, I've recently become a fan of opening blisters more. But boosters is probably better for me just because of the sheer volume and I like to open a lot. I like with these later sets, and what they've done with Journey Together too is the hit is more towards the back. I do really like that. So people aren't doing the card trick as much. I think it's kind of how it should be. It's how One Piece does it too with their cards, which I do really appreciate. Among Us, yes. Dude, I used to love Sentret, even though that little bastard is like everywhere. Brock Scouting. Meowscarda. Yeah, 3 more? Give me that Clefairy, bro. I hit 2 of the Clefairies in Japanese. I am not gonna hit 1 in English, and that's fine, bro. I've seen plenty of that little pink bastard. 2 more packs, baby. 2 more. Let's make them big. Give me the Whale Lord. Ooh! Wait, that's actually a really... I didn't even know this card was in here. Volcanion EX. That's beautiful. Wow, I didn't even know this card was in here. I opened this pack terribly, though, and it like went right to the hit, but... Holy shit. Dope. Hell yeah. Awesome hit. Let's go, baby. Last pack, baby. Clefairy. 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 Yes! Going through the hits. The Box Chopper, which I think people are selling for a very stupid amount right now, and do not buy it for like whatever amount, man. If you really want one, get one sealed from a show or whatever. It's gonna be reprinted. It's just not worth it. I wouldn't even buy this box, dude. Like, honestly, I only bought this box for $225 because I want to make content of it, but my random stranger on the internet financial advice, which, hey man, do whatever the fuck you want with your money. It's not my business. I'm spending thousands of dollars on cards. Fucking take what I say with a grain of salt. This box is not worth $225. It's not worth $250. I think it will severely drop in price around the time Rocket releases. At most, this box is like $200, if that. It's just, there's like 3 or 4 cards that are cool. Whale Lord, Articuno, Salamence, and little pink bastard Clefairy. Dungeons EX, Paldean Clodsire EX, Alcremie EX, Volcanion EX, which should have been an indicator, Mimikyu EX, Enzorark EX, Among Us. Apparently this card is playable. Among Us EX, Mamoswine EX, Salamence EX on the floor. I own his Belly Bolt, Volcanion EX. This is beautiful fucking card. Marketus. Mericatus, someone hit me in the head with a hammer. Ionis Collateral, and then my favorite, the Articuno. And then this I did not pull in the box, but I want to show you guys. This is the full art Willow with this beautiful, I'm not going to say what he looks like, but we're all thinking it. Thank you guys so much for watching. But yeah, so anyone who made the video, I really appreciate it. I know a lot of people are having a really hard time finding these cards in general, just because it's ridiculous. Also, the pricing's ridiculous to even get any of this stuff right now. ETBs and booster boxes, a little bit definitely better than prismatic for sure. I mean, there are no prismatic booster boxes, but you know what I mean. The ETBs were nuts. So I'm gonna be doing a giveaway. I'm gonna be giving away a Journey Together ETB. So I'm gonna be giving that away. All you have to do to win is like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel. And hey, do me a huge favor, follow me on Instagram at BlitzPulls. I'd really appreciate it. And check me out on TikTok. I mean, it's kind of all the same content, kind of just going on each platform. I respond to everyone too. A little different when I used to stream League. People would like always DM me, because people had a lot of questions about the game. Pokemon, people don't really have any questions from me because I'm a fucking raid. I understand why creators say thank you for making it to the end. By the way, I follow like everyone back on Instagram. If you don't want me following you and you're just following Pokemon content, just like fuck off my request, like hit no on it. Box topper's kind of cool. Probably just keep it in the sleeve. To be honest, I actually don't like it. I know people are huge fans of these stamps. Maybe I pop it open and get it graded. No, it's pretty... The back's already like a little miscut. I don't think it'd be a 10. But yeah, thank you guys again. Much love. Have a wonderful weekend.